Hello guys. In this video I am going to explain what is a CPU. So let's begin. CPU is the main unit of a computer. It is alternately referred to as microprocessor. It controls all the instructions it receives from hardware, internal and external devices, and software running on a computer. The CPU is a small piece of a silicon chip placed into the CPU socket on the motherboard. It is usually in the shape of a square or rectangle, which contains millions of transistors that perform a wide variety of functions. Speed of CPU is determined by the number of instructions it executes per second, which is in megahertz. There are mainly three components of CPU. 1. Memory unit, MU. It is the principal storage of the computer. It stores both data and instructions when entered. 2. Arithmetic and logical unit, ALU. This unit performs the arithmetic and logical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. 3. Control unit, CU. It controls the operation of every other component of a computer system. This unit also controls the transfer of data and instructions among other units of computer. Most modern CPUs are implemented on integrated circuit, IC, microprocessors, with one or more CPUs on a single metal oxide semiconductor, MOS, IC chip. Microprocessors chips with multiple CPUs are multi-core processors. The individual physical CPUs, processor cores, can also be multi-threaded to create additional virtual or logical CPUs. An IC that contains a CPU may also contain memory, peripheral interfaces, and other components of a computer. Such integrated devices are variously called microcontrollers or systems on a chip, SoC. Array processors or vector processors have multiple processors that operate in parallel, with no unit considered central. Virtual CPUs are an abstraction of dynamical aggregated computational. Since the introduction of the first commercially available microprocessor, the Intel 4004 in 1971, and the first widely used microprocessor, the Intel 8080 in 1974, this class of CPUs has almost completely overtaken all other central processing unit implementation methods. Mainframe and many computer manufacturers of the time launched proprietary IC development programs to upgrade their older PC. The idea of a stored program computer had been already present in the design of J. Presper Eckert and John William Mauchly's ENIAC, but was initially omitted so that it could be finished sooner. On June 30, 1945, before ENIAC was made, mathematician John von Neumann distributed the paper entitled First Draft of a Report on the EDVATS. It was the outline of a stored program computer. The fundamental operation of most CPUs, regardless of the physical form they take, is to execute a sequence of stored instructions that is called a program. The instructions to be executed are kept in some kind of computer memory. Nearly all CPUs follow the fetch, decode and execute steps in their operation, which are collectively known as the instruction cycle. I hope you understood now what is a CPU.